creative. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it. My Siamese brother Benjamin, it's how I stick.
It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 on a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance at having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mac Jones scoring on the keeper for 6 yards out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, here's Lance. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's added away.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on since that last completion was led. He owned the logo attention on that route. And that made a lot tougher to get a clean throw as well.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Lance now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. It's already the 3rd time they've left his way on his own drives.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there. I think those numbers are going to increase.
And 4th and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Lance going to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it comes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's Lance. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
(10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Operating from the gun, Jones. Dumps this one off to Algier. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now Jones to throw on third down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. These kickers now, it's like we're taken for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big. all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. Good job defensively. Fine was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped it just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Holding defense.
So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six and get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. He finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
What they should hope for drag routes. Able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Hey, what's here? Green back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their play call and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And Jones has it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Striker, 3-3. Red, yellow.
Lance now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. That's complete to Dobbs. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it there. And now they're looking 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing now is Lance. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things out.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Algier now up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Jones now on 3rd down. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Completed out left to Dobbs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Focus, boys, focus.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Lance, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's a sack to the rim zone.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today. That was the latest example. Hadn't been getting much yardage out of it. But now he's back after the last play. He faces 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Jones throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They were both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can set up.
Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 near the 37. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lance. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
That's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, they care about leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose push yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Quintez Cephas from 3 yards out. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On first down, Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
In the 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So out come the Falcons now. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Jones on 1st and 10. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Oh, my God.
The 40. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 72 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Coup for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here we go, set.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, right on 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
Right. Right.
Here's Lance. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lance. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Lance looks to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Lance now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non...
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Starting the drive with Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Algier again on second down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You know, you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game.
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Oh, they didn't call time.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back at OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.